So what happened to the Epstein client list that the Attorney General said she had on her desk?
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network, on Fox News.
Got the quote.
Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. That's what the Attorney General was referring to, and I'll let her speak for that. But again, when it comes to the FBI and the Department of Justice, they are more than committed to ensuring that bad people are put behind bars. They have an operation going on right now called Summer Heat, which has our murder rate trending in the lowest direction in United States history. Their emphasis on violent crime and locking up violent criminals has led to the arrest of 14,000 violent criminals. That's a 62% increase from the same time period last year. So this Attorney General and the FBI Director are committed to putting bad people behind bars where they belong. That they promised an exhaustive review. That's what they did. For any further details, I would refer you to the Department of Justice.
Good evening and welcome to Tyler Carlin Tonight. Karoline Leavitt and Pam Bondi are two smug-faced liars who hate America, hate their own voters, and think that they're really stupid. According to that podium salad, when Attorney General Pam Bondi swore that the Epstein client was sitting on my desk, what she really meant, according to today's frantic spin, was a random avalanche of paperwork, menus, parking tickets, and just totally unrelated to the names every conspiracy-juiced MAGA account has been howling for. That's like promising the Ark of the Covenant and then wheeling out a Rubbermaid tote. You'll eat what's for dinner and you won't ask any questions. Why? Because asking questions threatens their existence. Shut up and accept the new storyline, or you're a bigot against law and order.
It's so unbelievable. DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So there you go. She said it in plain English. Now the White House claims she meant all Epstein paperwork. And if that sounds like a toddler explaining crayon marks on the wall, congratulations, your BS detector works. Lie on lie on lie until even the podium starts to wobble. Maybe try honesty once? Radical concept. And spare me the sanctimony about putting bad people behind bars. Donald Trump's first term cabinet literally included Alex Acosta, the prosecutor who served Epstein a 2-for-1 coupon at Club Fed. Acosta greenlit the 2007 sweetheart deal, and Trump rewarded him with labor secretary. That's like hiring an embezzler to guard Fort Knox. But sure, tell me again how this DOJ is laser focused on justice. Then Axios drops its nuke. President Trump's Justice Department and FBI have concluded that they have no evidence Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful figures, kept a client list, or was murdered. So hundreds of victims, flight logs thicker than the phone book, and the official verdict is nothing to see here? Makes perfect sense if you're brain dead.
In Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable. Let's talk about the reverse. I believe in accountability. So you have to now go through your process. Now, I won't say they're guilty until they go through their time in court. But again, now it's time for accountability. We have seen for so many years, Pierce, in this country, many investigations, subpoenas, testimonies in Congress, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a general frustration with accountability. We take it halfway, we don't take it home. And I really believe that now with Cash and Pam, there will be accountability.
So you look at that and you think, was Alina Habba lying then? Or is the White House lying now? Because someone's shoveling grade A manure. Same with the influencers who posed in the East Room, waving blank binders like some game show prizes. Yeah? Jack Posobiec, Chaya Raichik, the whole outrage circus. Matt Wallace tweeted, I just saw the elite Epstein files. Get ready for the world to change tomorrow. Tomorrow came, tomorrow left, and the world was unchanged. Either they were duped in it, or they're in on the con. Pick one. And then Elon Musk, free speech messiah, blurts out a tweet that nearly got him deported. time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Now, if that tweet were about Hillary Clinton, Fox News would still be airing special graphics. When it's Trump, radio silence. Roll the vintage footage, please. 1992 Mar-a-Lago. Trump pointing, Epstein grinning, young girls dancing like it's a sketchy sandals commercial. And now add Trump's 2002 quote, loves beautiful women on the younger side. Yet MAGA media insists he barely knew the guy, just a golf acquaintance. Cognitive dissonance is so loud, it needs earplugs. Oh, and if that's not enough, then take Trump's very own comments about releasing the Epstein files when asked,
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
So in other words, I'll release the files unless they incriminate me. And then they're phony. Convenient, isn't it? Here is the pattern. Promise blockbuster. Stall. Blame the deep state, rinse and grift. The list became a prop to keep the base hooked, while Speaker Mike Johnson hacked $700 billion from Medicaid. Distraction isn't collateral, it's strategy. So if you're still chanting, release the list, ask yourself, were you lied to in February, or are you being lied to right now? Because spoiler alert, they lied then, and they're lying right now. And every minute we chase ghosts, they're torching SNAP benefits and immunizing billionaires from tax audits. So if they can bury Epstein's black book, they can bury wage theft files, toxic spill reports, police shooting footage, and anything that threatens their donors. They want to censor, demonetize, and deplatform us so the only voices left are Pam Bondi's and Dan Bongino's. Not happening. And if you're enjoying these scathing takedowns, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment down what you think about this outrageous debacle. And share this with people who need to see it. They can silence one voice, but they can't mute a million. I'm Tyler Carlin, and if that pisses them off, good. It means that we're still dangerous.